Good morning, all of you. So today we'll discuss numericals on the KTG, that one. So this will become like a basic for your thermodynamics. So in the chemistry, you might have come across in the gaseous state there. So here what happened, we are bothered more about the pressure aspect. That is the only purpose here. What all I'm discussing, just only the pressure aspect and the inter-energy. This is a conclusion which we are going to make from today's discussion. I just picked up various numericals. Like again, what is the methodology? The moment anything new we learn, what we do, we try to correlate with the mechanics, no? Like with the spring force, with the tension, with the weight, with the friction. So similarly, same thing here. The gas, what happened, is having a pressure. So that pressure of a gas will exert a force. You go back to the fluid mechanics. Even this gas is also called as a fluid. So what is the role of this particular pressure of a gas is what? We'll be discussing that one. Okay, this particular aspect you see in the advanced, no? Plenty of good numericals. They have asked what I'm going to discuss in today. The application problems of these kind is what are very important for advanced. Okay, let me start with a few basics of KTG, then I'll go for the pressure application. Okay, first read the question. Now, what is a nitrogen? Nitrogen is a diatomic gas. This is okay. We do have a container. It's a diatomic gas. Let me give. There's a imagination what you should have this one. Whenever you say nitrogen, it's telling like contains 1.4 grams of nitrogen. That one. So can we calculate the number of molecules of nitrogen or number of moles? What all information is we can calculate that one because we know mass, we know molecular mass of that. Total mass of gas we know, molecular mass we know. So with that we can calculate the number of moles. What is the volume of the gas? It is 5 liter volume of container. Temperature is T. It is the temperature. It's telling now it will have some pressure. Now 30% of molecules are dissociated into atoms. 30% are dissociated into atoms. What do you mean by atoms here? So can we, anybody, can you tell how many number of moles? It's 0.1 molar.
In total, sir.
Initially.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in one. Okay, this will be mass of gas by number of moles by molecular mass. So mass of gas by molecular mass. I think there's a formula. Can you remember this? These things. What is the mass of gas? 1.4 gram. Molecular mass of nitrogen?
14, sir.
14. Okay.
28.
Diatomic 28. Monatomic will be 14.
Okay, sir.
How much shall I write? This will be 0.05.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 0.05 moles of this one is there, of which 30% will undergo dissociation. So therefore, 30% will break up. Now, just for your understanding, I'm giving the pictorial thing. from where this, because some gas molecules will break up, no? So we will get a nitrogen atoms. This will be a nitrogen molecule. So what is this? This one, nitrogen molecule. And what is this? This is a nitrogen atoms. Is asking what is the pressure. So initially, okay, let's directly get into this one. So what is the pressure? Final pressure is asking. So what all the pressure will be due to diatomic gas molecules colliding with the wall, and also nitrogen atoms colliding with the wall. Means nitrogen molecule will collide with the wall. Even the nitrogen atoms will collide with it. Due to that, there is a pressure. So according to Dalton's laws of partial pressure, the total pressure should be sum of pressure due to diatomic plus sum of pressure due to P1, P2 will write it. P1 is due to purely the one which has undergone dissociation due to atoms, nitrogen atoms, or we'll write it, atoms. Due to atoms, so do we know, can we calculate the number of atoms that are undergone dissociation? %30 of this. So one nitrogen molecule, if it breaks up, how many atoms will get it? 2, no? Shall we take it like this? So 0.05, 30% of that you calculate. or okay, there's a one thing, or we can also do one thing. So let it be, I'll come in another way. Okay, we have number of moles. So initial number of molecules, this should be equal to mass by molecular mass into Avogadro number. So what is this? Number of molecules of nitrogen. Number of molecules of nitrogen, that one. Next, what we get? Number of nitrogen atoms. So eta is what? 30%. So how many nitrogen atoms I should get it here now? Mass into eta. And mass of the nitrogen molecules, how much it will be? M minus eta. So mass of nitrogen atoms, M into eta. Mass of nitrogen molecules. So should be M minus M eta. Okay, let's go for Dalton's laws of partial pressure. So according to this, what we write? Number of moles of the atom, N1 RT by V, N2 RT by V. So what is the mass of nitrogen atoms? M into eta. Molecular mass of this will be M0 by 2. What is the mass of nitrogen, remaining nitrogen molecules? M into eta. Okay, this is not N, it is eta. M into eta RT by V. What is the molecular mass of this? This is M0. So substitute all this. Eta 30%, no, so you should write 0.3. You'll get the pressure. Why M0 by 2? Because nitrogen molecule, if it is having 28 gram, the nitrogen atom, half of it should be 14. You do calculation later on. Let me write it. 1.9 atmosphere. Dissociation means the molecule breaking up into atoms. I'll give one more. This will help you a lot. Okay, there are two gases are there. So let me take the nitrogen, 10 moles, hydrogen, 14 moles. They are at temperature. Let V be the volume of this. Okay, now I'll supply some heat, of which what happen? 6 moles of nitrogen will dissociate. N1, let me take N2. On supplying heat, 6 moles of nitrogen and 3 moles of hydrogen undergo dissociation. Find the final pressure. Okay, this one, and heat to be supplied. Okay, now initially, so these are the 10 moles of nitrogen. No? Okay, let me give a very good diagram based 6 over, no? Count it 4, 4, 8, 9, 10. The hydrogen, I'll show 14. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are you able to count it red and blue color? So what do this? Hydrogen, hydrogen molecule, and this is okay. We'll supply some heat. So because of that, now what will happen? It will undergo dissociation. And after dissociation, the same container volume will not change. It will be there as it is. You write it clearly. Temperature will not change. Let it be T. Okay, now let's see that. How many? 6 moles of nitrogen. On supplying it, 6 moles of nitrogen will undergo dissociation. So how many will remain as it is? 4 as it is. Okay, 6 moles will break up. How many these bubbles I should put it? 12. Okay, now hydrogen. Hydrogen, how many there? 3 moles of hydrogen. Out of 14, 3 got dissociated. So remaining 11 as it is, I have to show it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 4. Check it, is it 11? Red color dumbbells. 5. I think I
12.
12, 11 are there. So how many 3 are there? No? So 6 bubbles is what I have to show. It's very, very systematic way you're learning it. Okay, now I'm asking, what is the final pressure? What is this pressure will be? This P has to be calculated. So therefore, what should be the our equation? Should be like this, no? Pressure due to nitrogen atom pressure due to nitrogen molecule, pressure due to hydrogen atom plus pressure due to hydrogen molecule. Let's see that pressure due to nitrogen atom. How many moles of nitrogen atoms are there? 6 moles. 12 are there, no? So 12. Nitrogen atom, what is molecular mass? 14, shall we write? RT by V. How many nitrogen molecules will be left over?
4.
4, sir.
4 will be left over. So 4 into, this will be 28 RT by V. Hydrogen atom. 6, 6.
6,
Yeah.
sir.
Now what should be the molecular mass of hydrogen atom?
2, sir.
2,
1, sir. Atom
1. Hydrogen atom will be 1. This will be 11
by 2, sir.
by 2. Okay, finish. Able to make it out? This will be okay. Now I'll ask you some questions like what happened the degree of freedom? Yes, it has changed, no? So like this, after solving this, we'll get the pressure. What is this? Pressure of mixture. Okay, after this, it's asking what amount of heat is supplied. So initial intensity of the gas, let it be UI. I have final intensity of the gas, let it be UF. So what is UI? We'll calculate. So N1 F1 RT by 2. N2 F2 RT by 2. Can you remember this formula? So N1 number of moles of nitrogen, 10, degree of freedom 5 RT by 2. This is 14, degree of freedom 5 RT by 2. This will be 25 RT,
Sir,
35.
12 by sir, they you wrote 12 by 14 and all that na, so that shouldn't come na, sir, because they gave moles only.
PV equal to nRT, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this molecular mass need not know nRT. Mass means okay, we will come. Okay, this is not needed. Huh? Okay, I think I thought mass. Huh? Mass of gas come, then molecular mass will come into picture. Huh? Okay, we'll have this much here. Okay, this is a 2735. So 30, this will be 50, 60 RT. This is the initial internal energy. No, final energy, how much it should be? N1, I think I can't write similar, directly let me write. So number of moles of hydrogen, nitrogen atoms, 12, degree of freedom, 3 RT. So remaining how much will be there? 6 moles of nitrogen, 4 will be left over, no? 4 and diatomic, 5 RT by 2. So this is for nitrogen. For the hydrogen, six into 3R by 2. So remaining 11 into, try to see this. What is this? NF orbital. So number of like a nitrogen atoms, 12 nitrogen atoms are there. What is a monatomic gas degree of freedom? 3, no? So 3, I'll write it in place of F. Similarly, how many leftover nitrogen molecules? 6 will undergo dissociation. So 4 will be left over. So what is the degree of freedom of diatomic gas? Should be 5. So that 5 I'm substituting. The same thing for the hydrogen. Solving this, so this will be 618 RT, 210 RT, 9 RT, 55 by 2, 27 0.5 RT. Oh, look at the final energy. Will it be less than or greater than? Anybody final value? This one?
$64.5.
Final intenji got increased, no? Final intenji got increased. So therefore, who should supply? The external agent. So UF minus UI. So this will be 4.5 RT. It to be supplied. Okay, on its own, so somebody should supply it, otherwise not possible. On its own, they don't undergo dissociation. I don't know how you learned in chemistry, but in physics, we have enough ideas in front of us. So look at the pressure. Earlier, calculate the pressure. Now you calculate final pressure. So let's have discussion on that also. This is the final pressure. Anybody value of this? 10, 10, 10, 20.
33 RT by V.
33 RT by V. What about initial pressure? Should be equal to 10 RT by V. So 24 RT by V. So if a gas undergo dissociation, what will happen to pressure? Pressure of mixture after dissociation. In chemistry, you might have studied, if the gas undergo dissociation, pressure will increase, the energy, the intensity of the gas will increase. You have in front of you a numerical itself. What will happen to rate of collisions? So you have formula, take help of that. What will happen to RMS speed of the molecules? Hydrogen, RMS speed of nitrogen and hydrogen molecules will remain same. Temperature will not change. Okay, shall I scroll down? So these are some problems related to some dissociation, pressure, energy, all the things can be asked. Even rate of collision, total rate of collisions. Earlier, can you calculate what is the rate of collisions? No, final rate of collision, you check it. Even that will also increase. I think you have a formula, directly you can put it. So initial rate of collision, Fi, N1, Na by 2V, RT by 3M naught. Will I agree this? So what is that N1? Total number of, okay, like this similarly, N2, Na, 2V, RT by 3M naught. I think molecular masses you have to substitute clearly. Yeah? This is the initial rate of collision, total number of collisions per second per unit area. Now you calculate the final also. In that case, the molecular mass, you have to be careful. I think let me write, this is something related to nitrogen, no? 28, I should write. Hydrogen, this is something 4. Finally, final rate of collision per unit area. So how many will undergo dissociation? 6. So how many will be left over?
Sir, for hydrogen, we have to write 2, no, sir?
Okay, this is 2. Yeah. Final rate of collision will not degree of freedom. I think I'll I think this was the symbol, no? What we used. Am I right? Yeah. And now again, same thing, substitute also molecular mass, you have to be careful. 6 moles of nitrogen will undergo dissociation. So how much will be there? 12 will be there. So 12 Na by 2V RT by 3 into 14. 4 Na by 2V RT by 3 into 28. All the things you have to work, you have to think for everything. There is a thing. 3 moles, no? We have taken 3 moles. So 6 will come. check it now. So compare, even this will also increase. The total number of collisions per second per unit, that will also increase here. Shall I move down? Initial rate of collision, final rate of collision. Let me add that, this one. Okay, let's get into the physics problems. Huh? This will be in the left chamber. I have filled up monatomic gas. In the right chamber, diatomic gas. Number of moles are given, 3 and 5. So initial pressure, volumes are 10, and the cylinder is insulated. The gaseous state, what you studied here, little bit different. The gaseous state, what you studied in chemistry here, little bit different. Here our focus will be on the pressure application part. There you are bothered about gas. I'm bothered about what gas can do. That is the approach is what we have to develop from KTG here. Okay, now what do you mean by diathermic and fixed piston? What is the diathermic? Which will conduct heat slowly. Okay, look at the temperature here, 3 T naught, here T naught. So shall I say heat will start flowing? Okay, after some time, after long time, after some time means after long time. Why this? Yeah. You can see this, no? What should happen to the thing, that one? I'm very sure about what? The volumes. Volumes will remain as it is because the piston cylinder, that particular piston is fixed. So therefore the initial volumes of the gas will become equal to final volumes of the gas. This is the initial state. This is the final. Monoatomic gas. This is a diatomic gas. Tell me, like, what shall I do in such a case, that one? What will happen to overall intensity? Remains same. So initial intensity is equal to final energy. Initial intensity, number of moles, N1, F1, R, 3 T naught. This should be equal to, number of moles will not change, no? RT by 2. Finally, what do we expect? What do we expect? The temperature must be same. So the temperature, I'll write T. Any gas will flow? No, only the heat can flow. Heat will flow through the piston. It will flow from one chamber to another chamber because the piston will not permit the gas to flow. Am I right? Okay, so let's solve for T this one. So this T is equal to N1, 3 N1 F1 T naught N2 F2 T naught. Solving this, the expression for temperature, number of moles 3 into 3, monatomic gas 3, initial temperature, oh, it should be it should be like this. Huh? Number of moles 5, degree of freedom, the atomic gas is 5, the temperature is T naught. Number of moles 3, degree of freedom 3, number of moles 5, degree of freedom 5. Okay, 27 T naught, 25 T naught, by 9 plus 25. 9 plus 25, 34. So the final temperature of gas will be 52 by 34. 26 by 17 T naught. Okay, like this, the simple. How to calculate the pressure in each part, air pressure P1, P2. Can we calculate? Number of moles in a given chamber will remain constant. What happened to amount of gas in each part will remain as it is, no? Let me use this space for this calculation. Okay, now let's go for in the left part. Let me write it, left part. Left part or left chamber. What was the initial number of moles? P naught, V naught, 3 T naught. Should be P1, V naught, T. What is the temperature? 26 T naught by 17. So P1 is equal to P naught into 26 by 17, 3 ja 51, 51 P naught. Similarly, in the right part, P naught, V naught, T naught should be equal to P2, V naught, T. Anybody, can you say anything about pressure? Pressure in the left part decreased, pressure in the right part has increased. Number of moles, amount of gas remains same. That is what we are taking help of it. What will happen to the RMS speed of molecules? Decreases, no? Look at the temperature, T less than T naught. T less than, in fact, less than T naught here. So then here, diatomic gas molecule. So what all it will have, if you look at the diatomic gas molecule, it will be like this. So what all it will have, even root mean square angular velocity also, and it will have RMS speed. So what will happen to those quantities? Let me write omega to V2. With what angular speed now it will rotate? It will rotate with a different angular speed, omega 2 dash. V2 dash, it will be moving. Look at this monatomic gas molecule. It was moving with a velocity, say some V1. Now it will move with a different velocity, V1 dash. Any reason for that? Temperature has changed. Even the root mean square angular velocity also will change. What is omega 2? Angular velocity with which omega RMS. All molecules will have same angular velocity. No, different molecules will have different angular velocity. Then again, same thing. How we define VRMS here also, root mean square angular velocity. They'll be rotating with different angular velocity. I think we can find out all these things, no? Able to make it out. So one should make observation like this here. Now, what will happen to rate of collisions per unit area? Rate of collisions. Number of moles remains same. Volume of gas in the left part, volume of the left part remains same. Temperature decreased. So rate of collisions will decrease. So what happened to rate of collisions per unit area in both left and right part will decrease. Like this, no, for in every numerical, try to think about all the things: RMS speed, root mean square angular velocity, average translational kinetic energy, what will happen to pressure, what will happen to temperature, what will happen to rate of collision. In every numerical, one has to analyze here. So I'm trying to build up the pressure idea. the main purpose of the whole discussion is to build up the pressure idea. Okay, now I'm bringing the next situation. This is an insulated cylinder. Let me explain. This is an insulated cylinder. Fine. We have a piston which is diathermic, which will conduct it slowly, and it is free to move. So the initial pressure of the gas P0 and P0 is there. The temperature here 3 0, here temperature T0. Monatomic gas, here diatomic gas. Now the piston, I'll set it free. Then it's asking at equilibrium, find the length of each part. And what will be the pressure and temperature in each part? Find the length of each part. Find the length and pressure and temperature. Now look at now, the piston is free to move. Think on it, let me have water. Okay, let me give area of cross section. Let A be the all of you able to understand what do you mean by cylinder? I'm showing plain diagram. You must have enough imagination. Cylinder, the moment I say cylinder, I'm showing only the plain diagram. What will happen to, say like now the heat will flow from left to right part. Agree? The heat will flow from left to right part as the heat flows. So this gas will get heated up. So here volume will change, pressure will also change. So finally, what do we expect? So finally, same size cylinder. Okay, no? So let me keep it. So this will be the final. Final, we don't know the pressure, let it be P, and the temperature be T. Are you seeing different length? Let this length be X2 and let this length be X1. Diatomic, this is monatomic. As the piston is conducting, final pressure must be same. Why final pressure should be same? Because net force should be 0. Here it will exert a force PA and PA. Since conducting, temperature must be same. I agree this. Okay, let's get into the thing, that one. Okay, now in the left part, this is the final situation. This is the initial. Okay, left part. In the left part, shall we apply number of moles should be conserved? So P naught AL by R into 3T naught should be equal to pressure PA, volume of gas in the left part is AX1 RT. So A get cancels, R get cancels. So P naught L 3T naught should be equal to Px1 by T. Equation 1, agreed. in the right part. What is this? What I'm writing? Amount of gas will not change. No, only the heat will flow from one chamber to. Don't think that gas will flow. How piston will allow the gas to flow? Only heat will flow. No, and since as the heat flows, here the temperature of this gas will increase, the pressure will increase, and because of that, what will happen? So what we can say that the piston will undergo displacement. We don't know altogether the length of the each part. Let it be x1, x2. If you solve, if you get equal, okay, no problem. But you should assume to be different. A number of moles in the right part should remain same. So based on that, in the right part, in P naught AL RT naught should be equal to P A X2 RT. Now you have to ask one best question, sir. Why pressure should be same? Finally, equilibrium is achieved. Net force should be 0 on the piston. So pressure should be same. Go back to the fluid statics. It's a fluid. This gas is a fluid. The pressure into area will be the force. Pressure into area will be the force. So this will be P naught L. Okay, how many unknowns are there? P, T, X1, X2, 4 unknowns are there. So what to do now? We'll go for intent G idea. Okay, initial intent G should be equal to final intent G. Let me get into initial intent G equal to final intent. What is initial intent G? Monoatomic gas, number of moles. 3 shall I write directly or N1, F1, this should be equal to N1 F1 RT by 2. Now why final temperature? Because final temperature in both the parts will be equal. So what is T is equal to? No, number of moles 3, degrees of freedom 3, monoatomic gas, temperature 3 T naught. Number of moles 5, degree of freedom 5, temperature T naught. 3 into 27 plus 52. The similarly 25 plus 9, 34. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, somehow I know temperature. What is the biggest problem? We don't know P x1, x2, no? So I got one equation. I'll call this as equation 1, 2, and 3. How many unknowns are there? P, T, x1, x2. We need one more equation. Anybody?
X1 plus X2 is equals to 12.
That's all. The overall volume of the gas will remain same, no? X1 plus x2 is equal to 2L. Look at the diagram, that one. So what is x1 from this equation? P naught L T by 3 T naught P plus x2 should be P naught L T by T naught P should be equal to 2L. So we know value of T, substituting that we'll get expression for pressure. Okay, T by T naught value will substitute here. So L gets eliminated. So expression for this will be P naught 2P. So this should be equal to 4 P naught T by, or this should be only 2. No, T by T naught, we have 52 by 34. I'll substitute here. So 2 P naught by 3, 52 by 34. Anybody value P? 52 by 51. So what happened? The pressure in each part has increased. I think I'm showing complete. You look at here. Now we can calculate x1, x2. Yes, here. Now substitute the value of P here. You'll get x1 and x2. Now let's come for this one. What happened? The RMS speed of molecule decreased, of monatomic gas molecule. Reason temperature decreased. Diatomic gas molecule. What happened? Its RMS speed has increased, no? Because 52 by T naught is greater than T naught. So temperature in the right part increases, temperature in the left part increases. What happened to pressure in both the parts? Pressure in both the parts increased. You see, P. Pressure in both the parts got increased. So there's also one equation, no? 4. Substituting 1, 2, 3, and 4, we'll get the expression for P. Then substitute that P value in x1, x2, we'll get the x1. Anybody x1?
L by 2, sir.
3L by 2, sir. Sorry, sir. L by 2, sir.
X2 is L by 2.
X1 is L by 2,
X2
sir.
is 3L by
X2
2.
is 3L by 2.
3L by 2. Okay, see, these are the ways. I think in chemistry, the approach little bit, you are bothered about gas. I'm bothered about some other things here. What are some of the things? Piston, volume, force exerted by the gas. This is what the highest priority is what I'm going to take here. No, but you should never leave the things. What is that? The RMS speed of molecules, as temperature changes, RMS speed of molecules will change. Overall energy of the gas will remain same because it's insulated, no? So no question of heat exchange from the cylinder to the atmosphere outside. So what all heat exchange occurs between the gases in each part. Therefore, heat energy is conserved. So what is your approach now? Number of moles you have to check. As it is insulated cylinder, no escape of it. So overall heat energy remains constant. So these are ideas. Huh? Conservation of heat energy. This is one thing. Next time, number of moles in each part remains same. Finish over. Then some geometry. Overall volume of gas in a cylinder remains same. Rest all solved. Okay, now I think almost we are at a certain very good place now. Let me introduce the idea of pressure.
Sir, here we did not use UI equals to UF, no, sir.
That only I use, no? What is this? Are you not seeing this?
Okay, sir. I thought you directly wrote T formula, sir.
No. There's a thing, no?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let me introduce to the pressure idea. Once again, I'm telling this one. The idea of pressure is what finally we are studying this particular chapter. Because before entering thermodynamics, we needed what do you mean by pressure? Let me take out the pressure idea. Now let me go for pressure idea. So there is a no. It contains molecules. So what that molecules will do? All of you, please be alert because this is the concept which will help us a lot. We have plenty of numericals in this one. So what is the state of molecules? They'll be continuously colliding. No? So these molecules will go and collide. Then this piston is having a mass m. Next question comes, who is balancing the weight of piston? There's a gas. There's a cylinder. Even the air will also exert force. P naught E. Who will balance these two forces? So let's get into mechanics. We know mechanics here. So we know like a this particular, the weight of piston will act, the atmospheric pressure force will act P naught A. So because of this, the piston should move down. No? So if I go and observe, so what is the state of this piston? It is at rest. It is at rest means it's in, who should balance the force. So here what I'm telling is that the pressure force. So what is the P? P is the pressure of gas. So this gas will exert a force. That is what P into A. Means now, sir, is it gas is having any, sir, anybody is there inside? Is there somebody is there inside? Say, this is what you have to ask yourself, sir, who is there inside? Who will balance the weight of the piston and atmospheric pressure force? So let me put it like somebody there inside. Inside what happened? Some sort of person is there, and that person is balancing the weight of the piston and atmospheric pressure force. Will I agree? Okay, we'll go and check it. Anybody is there inside? Okay, we are verified. Nobody is there. So forget about gas. If there were no gas, then who will balance the weight of the piston and the atmospheric pressure force? I think definitely that person. Will I agree? I want students to really think. Huh? It's not that something you should remember formula. Okay, fine. KTG got over. Person balances the weight of piston and atmospheric force. Okay, I'm able to write it here. That's what, no, he will lift it up. Able to imagine all of you. I'm saying he is lifting up, he is somehow managing it. No, we'll go and see. Is there really such person? No, what is present? Only gas is present. Then how come gas will have any arms? Tell me how gas is able to balance this weight of piston. See, it may not be very heavy piston. It can be 100 kg. Don't think that, okay, sir, 1 gram. No, 100 kg. I think some of you will be having air bed. And you're going to lie down in that air bed. Tell me like, hey, it is balancing your total weight. I think you are not something, not a 1 gram, 2 gram person. No, it is going to balance your weight. So therefore, how it will balance? Anybody wants to answer, please? What all you feel, you can reply it. Huh?
Intermolecular repulsion.
Intermolecular.
Repulsion.
Okay, intermolecular repulsion. I'll write it down. Next. Next, anybody?
So surface molecules.
Surface molecules. Yes, ma. Further, surface molecules. No, don't type it up. Please talk with me. Don't type it. I'm not going to see the chat. Yeah.
Sir, air molecules in the cylinder are continuously in collisions with the piston, sir.
Okay, air molecules in the cylinder continuously collide with piston. Due to that, okay, it is getting balanced. Okay, any other reason? Anybody? If I don't ask, if you are studying gaseous state, and if you don't ask, if a teacher doesn't ask, or if you don't study this, it's of no use to learn gaseous state or KTG. I'm making things clear. We are here not to gather information. Yesterday only I told you. Yes, anybody? Any other reason still? Any other reason?
Sir, there is also some friction on the piston, sir.
Okay, smooth. Okay, don't bother. Smooth piston. Smooth piston, let's not bother. No friction. Okay, yeah, see, like, yeah. What is it? Let's go to KTG. What is the state of molecule? They'll be moving random, you can see like this. You're seeing the spot. It'll be like this. So molecules open will be continuously, they'll collide. No, you can't say like which molecule. Better say that all possible molecules. So this molecule will go collide. Will be like this. And you can't say that it will retrace path randomly. It will be moving, colliding. So continuously open, the molecules will go and collide. Each molecule, when it collides, undergo elastic collision. Each molecule will exert a force. This molecule will go and collide. So I think one diagram is what I'll try to show at least. So this will go and collide. This will go and collide. This will go and collide. This will collide. Not one molecule, several molecules like that. It will go collide and it will exert a force. By the time this molecule after collision it moves, no other molecule will come and collide. Like that, continuously the molecules will be colliding. Continuously the colliding molecules will exert a force on the piston. That force is what balancing the weight and atmospheric pressure. You don't say surface molecule. Some of you are thinking that only these molecules all the time they'll be colliding. They'll be here like this. No, this molecule will go collide. This molecule will be now here. Then the position of this molecule will be taken by this molecule. It will come and collide. So there are say like some 1,000 members are there. Every time, let's assume that some 20 members will come, they'll collide with piston and go. Next, another batch, next 20 will come and collide, will go. Next, another 20 will come and collide, go. Another 20 will come and collide, go. Like that, what happened? The molecules will be continuously colliding, continuously each molecule exert force. And that resultant force exerted by the molecule is nothing but I'm calling as a pressure of a gas. Able to understand? This is the core central idea. The entire thermodynamics, gaseous state, this is the heart of the discussion. Are you getting now this one? So we'll balance this particular pressure. The pressure of a gas. So this will be continuously exerting. So like that, the molecules will be continuous. Only not that molecule, several molecules. So first this molecule, next again, other molecule come and occupy that position. Like that, they'll collide and they'll go. Don't think that this molecule will be continuously collide. No, this collide and go. Next, another molecule come and collide and go. Like that, the molecules will be continuously exert a force. Why do they exert force? Because change in momentum. You go back to mechanics. That's why the pressure of gas is there. So why the pressure of gas? Due to collision. Sure, there's no other reason. The third option is what? The correct one. There is a better idea. So why the pressure of gas? This one. So how to find out this pressure? Okay, I'll go back to the mechanics. So P naught A plus mg minus PA equal to 0. Look at pressure P naught mg by A. So what we are getting? Constant pressure. The pressure of gas will be constant. It depends on what P naught plus mg. I'm able to measure now this pressure of a gas. Earlier, how I was measuring the pressure of gas either by measuring the RMS speed of molecules. Able to get this one. If I know RMS speed of molecule, I'm able to measure the pressure. Now, external parameters, how this pressure of gas related to weight and atmospheric pressure force. This is what equation I'm bringing. Sir, how pressure of gas related to RMS speed of molecules? This is the formula. Are you able to? This is the macroscopic approach. We are not bothered like what is the gas, monatomic gas, diatomic gas, what is the RMS speed of molecule? Nothing. What is the pressure of gas? P naught plus mg by A. This is like a mechanical approach. This is what? The gaseous state approach. Why pressure of gas? SS RMS speed. Why the pressure of gas is there? Because of the molecules, they are moving. they'll go and collide. The moving molecules, when they collide, there'll be change in momentum. Due to change in momentum, the molecule exert a force. Like that, the net force exerted with molecules on the piston is what? The pressure of a gas. Getting the idea? So the two approaches are very important. In physics, the numericals are based on this one. P equal to P naught plus mg by. And now I'll increase the, I'll increase the, I'll place some mass on it. See, this is what actually we have stopped thinking. What we have. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, some power gone. Okay, somehow I retain connection. Okay, let's come. I'll place some additional mass. So then what will the pressure will be? P dash E. Please do notice. So I'll do one thing. Some M dash P dash or M naught will write, no problem. Okay, now what is the equation you're going to write? P dash E minus P naught A minus mg minus M naught G equal to 0. The weight of this block will also act. What do you expect? Pressure will increase, no? So anybody, can you interpret what will happen to molecules?
Sir,
Anybody wants to tell what will happen to molecules?
sir, due to the additional mass, there will be a slight compression, no, sir.
Let it be, no problem.
So volume will decrease and pressure will increase, sir.
Let it be here. Okay, that's
That is,
okay. I'm not bothered volume, like volume decrease. Okay, you are writing V. Okay, like V1, V2. Volume will decrease. So V dash. Okay. V dash will be less than V. Okay, fine. No.
so
Anything
pressure
further?
increases, which compensates it, which compensates the mass of the new block.
Okay, there's a story here, but what happened to molecules? Come out of your chemistry thinking. I don't want your chemistry here.
More
What happened
collisions.
to more collisions will occur? Sir, who will tell the molecules they should collide more? That's what the nature's phenomena. So rate of collisions per unit area will increase. Because like, yeah, this much of additional mass should be balanced, no? This much of additional weight should be balanced. So number of collisions will increase. So more molecules will now come and collide per second. The more force, the additional force from where it will come, the more molecules should come and collide. For more molecules to come and collide, what should happen there? As what you said now, as the volume of gas will change, temperature of gas will increase. Okay, due to that, RMS speed will increase. What will be that? There's the idea. So definitely, if you compare the first diagram, so what shall I say? More number of collisions per unit time increases in second case. Okay, I get this. So this is what we have to think in this way. Yeah? So what is that pressure of gas due to collision of molecules? That's all. Okay. Now, pressure force can balance weight mg as pressure force can balance tension, pressure force can balance spring force, pressure force can balance friction, pressure force can balance atmospheric pressure, anything. Now let's enter into the mechanics. Gas is there. So there'll be pressure. Pressure into area will be the pressure force, and everything problems will be mechanics related. Okay, let's take this question now. Is a three-dimensional diagram is what he has given. Let me explain the diagram. Okay, this is the I think I'll better draw it. Here we have a disk. Okay, no. So we have ether coil. On this side, there's a gas, and this particular disk is connected to its spring. Able to understand? So here there'll be air, there's a gas. So initial pressure V P naught V naught T naught. Now it's a disk. Able to cycle pump. You might have seen bicycle pump. Let's get into this one. So what is telling? Now the gas in the cylinder is heated slowly so that piston slides towards right to a distance 6. The piston. So where is the piston? This is a piston. No. So it has slid through a distance X. Okay, let's see that. What are the conditions that will come? Earlier, what was the pressure? Here, initially, spring is relaxed. What are the forces here? P naught A. On this side, P naught A. Fine. Okay, now P naught A force will be there. Then spring is compressed. What is the state of spring? Compressed. So how the spring force will act in this direction. P naught A. The pressure of gas will be like this. The temperature of gas BT. Volume will be now the new volume. But what happened? The amount of gas will remain as it is. How many number of moles are there? Same number of moles will be there. Okay, for looking this is a piston. About imagine this is so let's write looking at the second diagram. It's at rest. Okay, what are the equations you can write? PA equal to P naught A Find the final pressure and temperature of gas. This much is what we have. So expression for pressure is this much here. Okay, what to do now to get the final pressure? Final pressure is this much. Is asking to get the temperature. So what happened to number of moles? Number of moles will remain same, no? P should be equal to P volume V into temperature. So the next part of the problem, P naught V naught T naught equal. What is the pressure of gas? P naught plus Kx by A. What is the volume of gas? V naught plus Ax, no? Why V naught plus Ax? Earlier it was having volume V naught. This much of additional volume it has gained A into X. What is A? Area of cross section of the cylinder. I think that is given. I need not to write. Here you see area of cross section of cylinder, capital A. So how much? This much of additional volume. So all these are general. I should not discuss this one. You have nowadays, I think, the water guns. So many things are there, or syringe. So many things are there related to that. Only we'll be discussing here. So this is the additional volume of the gas. This one. So solve for this. We'll get expression for temperature. So what is the temperature of gas? T it is equal to. So this is the expression for temperature of gas. RMS speed of molecules will increase. Temperature increase, RMS speed of molecules will increase. What happened? Intensity of gas has got increased here. So initially intensity of gas is UI. Now it is UF. UF greater than UI. A similar question I have kept it here, so you can work out here. Okay, we have here this one. Similar, same questions, same question as it is. With the data is developed. So try to solve this one. Let me go for this one. Yeah. Read this question. Now we'll get some good space. Where is the gas? This part is gas here. I think I can't show. Yeah. Are you seeing this? This part is the gas and the piston. We do have upper piston and lower piston. What are the various forces that are acting on it? We'll try to indicate various forces that are acting on it. So what is the area of cross section of this piston? Let it be A1. And I'll bring some other contrast color. Area of cross section of this be A2. Mass of this be M2. Mass of this be M1. Okay, this is what the string. Let's see what all. Here air is present. Here also air is present. Then air will exert a force P naught A1. Then the gas will exert a force PA1. Tension in the string T. The weight of this M1G. Agree this? Tension, the weight of this M2G. Atmospheric pressure force P naught A2. The gas is present here. Here it will exert force P into A1. See, go back to fluids. That's all here. Here, water present will exert a force. Pressure into area here. But sir, like a pressure should increase with the depth. Anybody wants to answer? Pressure here should be P1, here should be P2, but pressure you're taking same because we know pressure increases depth. Go back to KTG. The pressure at steady state, the pressure at all points in the gas will be same. But sir, pressure with depth, what is this length? Even let it be 10 meters, still the pressure will be same. Only if it comes of height of 100 meters, 200 meters, kilometer, then pressure is going to change. All our KTG problem, the pressure inside the gas at all points. If I say pressure of gas, where? At all points. If I say temperature of gas, at all points. Okay, this temperature, no, T naught, I'll write it. Tension, let it be T naught. Able to understand, no? So this what students will trouble. You'll try to go for P1, A1, P2, A2. P2, A2, it is. What to do now? So what is the question? What is the information given? Let's see that. The difference in cross-sectional area of two pistons is delta S. So what is delta S? A1 minus A2. The masses of piston. The mass of pistons are M1 and M2. For larger and smaller, find the temperature. Okay, this M1 plus M2 equal to, let it be delta M. Okay, no needed. Okay, this will be sufficient. Okay, now let's for upper piston. For upper piston, what are the forces that will be acting? PA1A minus P0A1 minus M1G minus T0 equal to 0. Agree this? Now for lower piston, P0, okay, the PA2 minus M2G minus M2G, okay, sorry, plus M2G minus P0A2 minus T0 equal to 0. Upward forces minus downward forces. Let me write it in order. Upward should be positive, no? So P0 A2 plus T0 minus PA2 minus M2G equals 0. Let me add equation 192. Adding 192. PA1 minus PA2 A2 minus A1 M1 plus M2G equal to 0. A1 minus A1 is greater than A2. So therefore, this is delta S, P delta S. Let me write delta M. What is delta M? For our convenient purpose. So this equal to P0 Look at the pressure of gas. Is it a constant or variable? P0 will not change, delta M will not change, G will not change, delta S will not change. So pressure of gas will be constant. Okay, now after this, what is telling? Find the temperature by which the tube is raised so that the pistons will be displaced by a distance L. So now I'll supply heat. Pressure of gas is constant. So what all heat is supplied, it will be converted into rise in temperature. Now, in what direction the pistons will move? Will it move up or down? Because if I supply heat, pressure constant. So let's go for the formula. PV equal to nRT. Find the temperature by which the tube is rise so that piston will be displaced by a distant cell. Pressure is constant, pressure will not change. So as I rise temperature, volume will change. So delta V is equal to nR delta T. I think this is what our idea. By how much temperature should be incremented so that let me push it here. Yeah. So that the pistons will move. Tell me like a pistons will move up or down. Anybody? If temperature increases, volume should increase. For volume to increase, piston should move up or down. Who wants to answer?
Up, sir.
It should up, no, then only volume will increase. So therefore, the piston should get displaced upward here. So what is the increase in volume? What shall I write increase in volume? Anybody wants to write increase in volume? A1 minus A2 into L. 1 mole, no? So as it is 1 mole, I'll take it out this. Delta T. So finally, what is delta T is equal to P what is P into A1 minus A2 equal to this much P naught A1 minus, okay, we have here, no? P A1 minus A2, we can write it as equal to this much of P naught delta S plus delta mg. Okay, this much should be the rising temperature. So how much the rising temperature depends on L. How much that pistons will undergo. Both will, or they'll move opposite, or they should move in same direction. Both pistons will shift upward. And what happened to distance between pistons will remain same because they're connected by string, no? String should be taut. So from where there's pressure, the molecules will be coming and colliding here. Again, you should not lose that idea. Continuously, the molecules will be colliding here. Like this, I'm showing that spot. So the molecules are colliding because of this pressure PA2. Molecules are colliding P1. So molecules will collide with the side wall. Yes, they'll collide here. We are bothered on the piston. That's why we are thinking in terms of pressure into area will be the force exerted by the gas on the piston. So I want to calculate force on this wall. Yes, you know pressure. So calculate this area. That will be the force exerted on side walls, similar to fluid statics. Okay, I'll slide down. The same thing, what we had find the displacement of separator after a long gap when gas on the two parts of cylinder are in thermal equilibrium. You have to work out the same. I discussed statically. Here I brought it as a numerical. Okay, can you work out this? Let me go for the next one. Let me see somebody chat. Why A1 minus A2? There is a given no data. There's a data given. Delta is equal to A1 minus A2. Okay. The difference in cross-sectional area of two pistons is given delta S. Okay, read this question. an adiabatic vessel. This is what you mean to say. When two vessels are connected by a thin tube. So there'll be a tube through which gas can flow. And the tube is thin, so to make it visible, I'm showing it a little bit thick, that one. Okay, there's a tube. So now N1 moles, 3 moles of diatomic gas. I'll write it, or diatomic. Another vessel contains 5 moles of monoatomic gas. Okay, this much of information what we have. Temperature, this is telling T2, 470 Kelvin. We don't know this temperature. Now what will happen? Calculate the root mean square angular velocity of diatomic gas when the two vessels are connected by a thin tube of negligible volume. So there's a valve. I'm going to open the valve. Valve closed. Now the valve is opened. All of you don't say, sir, what is a valve? I think as a teacher, I should not give further anything examples on valve. Water tap there, you rotate no valve, similar to that. Monoatomic gas. So what will be the final temperature? Let me call this is T4. This is T3. We don't know whether it will change or not when two vessels are connected by thin tube or negligible volume. Here diatomic gas molecules are there. This idea, this is a description of the problem. 3 moles. Okay, let me show only a few. 5 moles of monoatomic gas. I'll open it. Then what is given? He has given some information of, say, some omega naught. With this, can we calculate temperature T1? Anybody wants to answer? RMS speed of molecule is what he has given. RMS speed, sir, is it about omega X, omega Y, omega Z? Then what is the RMS speed of molecule will be? This is a molecule 1. RMS speed of next molecule will be some value. So this will be, it will have some Y component of velocity. So Y1, Z1, you write it. Second molecule will have third molecule and so on. What is omega RMS? Should be equal to able to understand now? This is what the meaning of that one. So don't think that omega RMS is about Y, about X. Each molecule will have angular velocity about Y, about Z, about X axis. We are not okay. Even X axis also will come. No? Now that angular velocity, effective angular velocity will be omega 1, omega 2. Like that, now you have to take it. That is omega. This omega RMS is what is omega naught, what he has mentioned. I think you must able to understand now. Okay, how this root mean square angular velocity is related. So you come for the average translational kinetic energy for a diatomic gas molecule, 3/2 kT. Average rotational kinetic energy, how much it should be? Half kT will be kT, no? 5 degrees of freedom diatomic gas molecule. So kT will be this one. So what do you mean by average translational kinetic energy? Mass of molecule, VRMS square by 2. What do you mean by rotational kinetic energy? Moment of inertia. This is the meaning. So with this, what will happen? We can calculate the temperature. If they give root mean square angular velocity omega RMS only, that I'm writing omega naught. So I think able to understand now. So with this, I'll get the temperature T1. Fine. Next, after this, I'll open tube. So there'll be exchange of energy will occur. Then due to exchange of energy, what conditions further will arise? Let me finish off the numerical here only. Okay, after this, what to do now? Can we apply conservation of intensity, total intensity of system should remain same. So UI should be equal to UF. This is the initial. This is a final. So N1, F1 RT1 by 2. Final temperature has to be same, no? Anybody, why final temperature should be same? The gas will exchange energy and it will attain thermal equilibrium. Okay, now you know T1. How to get the T1 is what from here. The initial discussion what we made. Moment of inertia also given everything. So we know moment of inertia I and also the omega naught. With that we'll get the temperature T1. That I'm going to substitute. What is F1? Monoatomic gas 3. N1 number of moles is given. Substituting this, we'll get the required answer. Will you do it? I'll go for, so what is F1? F1 is 5. F2 is 3. N1 is 3. T1 is what? You're going to calculate from here. Okay, after getting this, he's asking now, calculate root mean square angular velocity of diatomic gas molecule when two vessels are connected. So finally, what will be the temperature of this? Finally, it will be I, the diatomic gas molecule which is present here will have root mean square angular velocity. Should be equal to KT. So dividing these two also will get it. But we don't know T1. T1 has to be calculated. Once you know T1, then T in terms of T1, I think it is needed. Huh? So this is the equation 1, 2, and this is 3. Divide these two, we'll get expression for omega. Omega square by omega naught square equal to T by T1. Expression for T in terms of T1, you can bring it from equation 2. Can you work out? That's the same thing. The piston spring one, what we have idea, no, the same idea is what you have to apply. Here I gave as a numerical. Please do work out this one. Very important. It came in mains exam. We discuss statically, or you can substitute directly values. Read the question, no? Read the question. Meanwhile, I'll construct the diagram. Okay. a fixed thermally conducting piston. So this is the piston initially. Okay, let's get into the piston is now pulled out slowly and held at a distance 12 from the top. The present cylinder between its top and one more diagram needed. Okay, now. The cylinder is open at its bottom and there's a small hole at its top. The piston is now slowly pulled out, slowly and held at a distance 12 from the top. The present cylinder between top and the piston will then be. So there is a small hole. It's telling there is a small hole. Okay, no. This is being held. Some action agent is there. He is going to hold it. What will be present here? Some air, no? Agree this? I think we need one more diagram. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, no. Okay, there's an overall situation. So what was the initial length? It will held. So what will be the pressure here? Will be atmospheric pressure only. It is being held. Some action agent is holding it. Some external agent supporting it. Now what is being done? The piston is now pulled out slowly and held at a distance 12 from the top. The same piston I am going to okay, I think this was the question. If you can read it, he has said only this much. And still there is a hole. The hole is still as it is. So still the air will be present. Anybody, can you say what can be pressure? Will be P naught only, yeah? Go the exposed atmosphere, no? So shall we pick up this answer? Because there's a hole. So here it is this one. So here also air is present. Because what is the pressure here? Atmospheric pressure will be P naught only. So now that hole is closed. So what is the second part of problem? The hole is closed. What is the length of this column? 12. Some air is enclosed at pressure P naught. I will release it. Piston is released from rest and it will slowly move and finally it will settle at certain point. So that is what is being asked, is asking now. Able to understand the question? A student should think like this. Huh? So the same amount of air, what was the air present? The amount of air, nothing will happen. So here is what is asking, this distance y. Anything? So it is at equilibrium. Huh? I'll write on this side. So wall will pressure PA, the weight of the piston mg and P naught A. Okay, these are the forces that are acting on the piston. So at equilibrium, we'll write it at equilibrium. last diagram, looking at the last diagram at equilibrium. So what is asking? The condition, the distance of the piston from the top is asking y. Y is unknown. We have to calculate y. What happened? The air, it will conducting, no, as it is conducting. So the air here will undergo isothermal process. As it is more slowly, no, air will undergo isothermal process. So therefore, initial volume should be equal to final volume. So P1 V1 P naught A into 2L should be equal to P into A into Y. What is the final volume? A into Y. So P naught A get cancelled. So 2 P naught L equal to P into Y. Okay, we don't know, we don't know pressure. So what is the state of piston at equilibrium? What are the forces? PA plus mg minus P naught A equals 0. So what is the pressure equal to? P naught minus mg by A. That value I'll substitute here. 2 in 1. P is P naught minus mg by A. What is A? A equal to pi r square. Capital R. Getting the idea? Nothing big here. There's a, you are from chemistry book only I picked up. Let's see that how you manage this. A column of mercury of 10 centimeter length is contained in the middle of narrow horizontal tube. Okay, there's a mercury. Length of mercury column, how much? It's not a piston. What we have? No, it's a mercury column. Exactly middle. Length of 1 meter. Okay, exactly at the midpoint. So what is the remaining distance? So this will be mercury. Hg. Here this will be, we'll write L naught. And length of this, let it be capital L only. 10 centimeter, L naught will be 45 centimeter. Here, air, this air. Both they all contain pressure, P naught, P naught initially. Now this is made vertical. Okay, fine. Okay, take this one. So this made vertical. What will happen to mercury column? Somewhere here, I'll shift it down. Will not be at the midpoint. This is the mercury column. This, let it be L2. This is L1. This will remain as it is L. The pressure here will be P1, pressure will be P2. What distance will the column of mercury be displaced if the tube is held vertical? So that the same amount of air will be here. There's a very popular, it's there in chemistry book. Let's have our physics approach, nothing big. What we should do for this. So any forces they'll be acting? Yes, here P2A, P1A, and the weight of mercury column, let it be M. Earlier it was placed on horizontal. This idea. Now it is being held vertical. I think, okay, let's, again, so other so many things will come. Okay, now look at the equilibrium for vertical equilibrium of mercury column. For equilibrium of mercury column, P2A plus Mg minus P1A equal to 0. What is M? Density of mercury into volume. Okay, that we can write it. So what is M? M is equal to density of mercury into area into length L. This what that particular thing. Okay, what is asking? By what distance will the column of mercury be displaced? I think we should either calculate L2 or L1. So what is final 1 meter should be 100 centimeter should be equal to L2 plus capital L plus L1. No? 100 centimeter L2, this will be 10 centimeter plus L1. So L1 plus L2 is 90 centimeter. Anything, number of moles in the upper part will remain same. Shall we go for this? So initial pressure P naught, A L naught, R T naught should be equal to P2 A L2 R T naught. Temperature will not change as the gas will undergo isothermal process. Same, all right, T, what will be that one? So from this, what we can write it as P naught L naught should be equal to P2 L2. Then similarly, P naught A L naught R T naught should be equal to P1 A L1 R T naught. Equating these two, P1 L1 equal to what is, okay, we have one more no step. Now what is L2? Is asking displacement, no? So shall we write this is L2 plus Y, it has undergone displacement. L2 is what? L0 plus Y, shall we take it? So this will become P2 similarly P naught L naught substituting P2 P1 in the given equation, solving for that we'll get expression for Y. So there's the main equation 1, this is 2, this is 3. Put 3 and 2 in 1. So what is the equation? P2 will be P naught L naught L naught plus Y into A, mass of mercury, density of mercury, area, length L, minus this will be P naught L naught into A. So A gets eliminated, which is not needed. Solving for this, we'll get expression for Y. I think some quadratic will come. Solving that, Y will come 3 centimeter. Substituting all other values. What you
Sir?
can write? Yeah.
Sir, it is rho Hg into A into L into G, no, sir?
Okay, G is missing, no? Yeah. Yeah, G will be there. What do you mean by rho Hg? What you can write? 76 centimeter of mercury, no? Density of mercury. So sorry, what is P naught? Sorry, this P naught should be equal to 76 centimeter of mercury. So that rho Hg gets eliminated from there. I think you should not go for density of mercury. So the next part, what you're going to do is like P naught will be, so what is atmospheric pressure equal to 76 centimeter into density of mercury into G. Is it okay? I think this, I'll write one equation. 76 centimeter density of mercury, L naught, A anyway gets eliminated by L naught plus Y. Centimeter not needed. Okay. Now you see only Y 76 that rho Hg gets eliminated. So we'll have 76 in the picture. L naught is how much? 45. So we'll get only quadratic equation for Y. Solving that, we'll get equation for Y. So what is Y is equal to? 3 centimeter. Are you able to understand? So you should not go for, I'll substitute density of mercury, I'll substitute value of P naught. P naught is what you can write it as 76 centimeter of mercury. No, so this is equal to how much? This is the idea. So rho H density of mercury into G, it get eliminated from the equation. Okay, try to work out problems. You have plenty of numericals related to this, like this application. Try to solve them. Okay, thank you, all of you. So tomorrow we'll continue.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, all of you.